Hey folks, Barry Reynolds here. How you doing? Hope you had a good holiday. Glad to see you're back watching. Like I said before the holidays, I was going to think about the channel and then update my thoughts on the direction I want to go with it after the holiday. And I have put a lot of thought into it. Over the holidays, I haven't had a chance to film much of anything, just family and work and the holidays and all that. I did get a new camera for Christmas. My lovely wife bought me this one I'm filming off of now. So I did put a camera test up on, I think it was Christmas night, if I remember right. Yeah, I think it was Christmas night. I was just testing it out. Went through my game collection a little bit, just shooting the breeze. I filmed a little bit of K2, which I'm filming now. I was testing out a few things there. You may be able to see I have a lavalier mic. I've had this for a while, and I tried to use it with the computer, and I just got this ungodly feedback through it, and I couldn't use it. So I tried it with this camera, which has a microphone jack in it. And it worked out okay once, and then the next time I used it, I had the camera plugged in, charging, and I got that ungodly feedback in it again. It's a cheap mic. So I tested that out with the camera and with the original camera I used to get myself used to filming with two cameras to begin with, and then editing with two cameras. Yeah, that's basically all the filming I've done. I haven't done much. Like I said, I am working on K2 right now. The component section's done. I just got to do the gameplay. I'm going to do that another day. I'm starting to run down a little bit. But I've been working on a lot of behind the scenes stuff. You can see right there is a metal beam there. For a while I had the metal, I just haven't had time to put it together. I wanted to make something that went across the desk that I used to do these playthroughs on to hold the lights. There's a light like over here to my left, and then there's two up top, and then there's another one on the right, but that's on a stand by itself. I just wanted something that I could hook it all together, because I had it hanging from shelves and on 2x4s and all sorts of other stuff. So I finally got a chance to cut that up and make that. And now I'm also using it for an overhead camera with the original camera. The original camera is up there. I still got to work out a few things on the mountain, but for now I just got it rigged up there. So I've been doing that, and then I've been doing a lot of learning software. Like I said in the previous update, I finally settled on software that I wanted to use for the video editing. But now I'm getting into other software, more like graphical stuff. I've redone most of the text that you see when the playthrough comes up, like the introductory gateway gamer runs through, rolling across the screen. I redid that. I redid gameplay part 1, etc. I did that for two reasons. One, it changed constantly because of the software I was using. I was changing from software to software in the video editing software, and each one had their own little thing. So I made this so I can use it no matter what software I use in the future. Okay, it's settled on that. The reason I redid all the texting and all the text and all that, and the opening for the videos, is the new camera is 1080. The old one was 720. So I had to reformat it. So that's one reason why I did all the text again. And I'm almost done that. I just got a few more segments to do. And then I've been teaching myself 3D software. I want to redo the introduction to each video. When I start this off, I had the whole scene for the introduction in my head. I just didn't know how to do it at the time. So eventually in the future that'll come along. Not right yet. I'm still learning the software. I'm still playing around with it, and what I'm working on isn't what I had planned. It's something different. Maybe in the future I'll do exactly what I had in my head when I start this. But I don't know 3D software well enough to do it. Maybe I get one of you guys. If you like doing it, contact me. I'd appreciate it. What else? Like I said, I'm testing this lav mic out, and also I have my old standby mic next to me here, and that brings me to the introduction for the video series. I'm going to redo that. I've had a couple emails and a couple comments on YouTube saying the audio quality is poor, and it is. I was using the microphone off the original camera, which was shoddy to begin with, and at the time I was still mumbling, wasn't really comfortable with the camera. So I'm going to redo that. I plan on refilming Mr. Jack because I screwed up a little bit, a good bit on the rolls there. I traded that away. That was the first game I ever filmed. I traded it away, but I recently bought it for Jen for Christmas. She likes the game a lot, and I just didn't realize how much she did like it, so I got it back. So I'll be refilming the introduction to the series. I'll be refilming Mr. Jack in the future. Alright, so let me give you a little bit of background on the channel, how it started and all that. I am new to the hobby myself. I'm in it a year now or so, and I bring it to other people. My wife, my sister-in-law, family members, stuff like that. The reason I was going to film these games was so I can set up the game and let people that were going to play with me watch the video so they could learn the game as I was setting up. I got sick of, explaining rules over and over again. It was never meant to go on YouTube, never at all. The reason I got into the hobby in the first place is there was some personal stuff that happened, and the family would get together, and I just see them texting on the cell phones, and it drove me nuts. They would be sitting 3-4 feet away from each other, playing a game on their cell phones with each other, on the cell phone, and that just drove me nuts. So, I had to figure out a way to get more social when we were together. So that's how I got in the hobby, and like I said, found pandemic and was off from there. So that being said, the YouTube channel evolved from that. Originally it was just going to go up on my personal YouTube channel, and I'd show to people as I was setting up the game, and then we play the game. And if there was any questions while we were playing, I'd explain it on the way. And it's just grown from there, and it took a life of its own. And I enjoy doing this, I really do. But I'm not happy with the quality of the video that I'm putting out. Part of it is my skill set, I understand that, but part of it is just a time constraint. In my head, I want to get one out every week, and in that time frame, it's just the quality of what's going out is not what I want. So that being said, I've decided to put a video out every other week. It'll give me more time to learn the skills I need to make this channel better. I have started to think about the games I'm going to do in the future. So right now I'm doing K2. The next one will be Eldritch Horror. And that'll be the biggest game I ever filmed. I've tried Ticket to Ride in the past and another game which has a big board. But this Eldritch Horror by far will be the most time consuming. So that's another reason, you know, if I do these more complicated games, I'm going to need more time to prepare them. And one of the things I said in the introduction is I want to share my mistakes with other people. Granted, Eldritch Horror is an Arkham Horror, but I think I kind of made the same mistake twice. You know, generally played the game once. It was the first time either one of us played, but I played it solo a few times since then, more than a few, about 4 or 5. So I kind of got a grasp on the game a little better. I'm hoping Jen will get into it a little more, and then I'll bring it out to the rest of the family, and we'll see. Certain games that I made a mistake on, like Battlestar Galactica, I can't do in this format. It's just, it takes more than 2 players, and with a trader in it just, there's no way I could do it with, you know, it's one guy. There's no way I could do it. On the off weeks, I've been thinking about that. I have a few things planned. Maybe some like smaller, quicker games, card games, stuff like that. You know, stuff that isn't a full-blown walkthrough of the game. But I have some other ideas. You know, I was thinking of maybe like a question of the month or something like that. Not necessarily. Well, I'm kind of biting off Rodney Smith there, but it's more for my knowledge. I'm fairly new to this. You know, it's been about a year or so since I've gotten into the hobby, and there's questions, you know, that I have, and most of the people who watch this are more experienced at the hobby than I am, so they could probably answer me. And I'm just curious about things. I don't belong to a game group. And that's one of the topics I'll hit on in one of these questions a month or whatever things. But, you know, I'm just interested in seeing what other people have to say about some of the questions I'm going to ask. So, yeah, I'm kind of biting off Rodney, but I might do that maybe once a month, you know, something like that. I hope he doesn't mind. He's a nice guy. I've contacted him a few times about the series, and he's helped me out quite a bit. You know, he always answers the emails right away. And he's a good, nice guy. And like I said, I'll do the smaller things. I got something planned with Jen. I talked to her into coming on one of the videos, sort of. You'll see what that's about soon. That'll probably go up this week, maybe early next week. And what else? I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, so that's pretty much where I stand. As I said, I'm gonna probably every other week instead of every week. It'll give me more time to prepare for the games and get them all nice and fancy, and do retakes if I have to. You know, and in the off weeks, I'll try and I'll figure something out, do something. Oh, some of you may have seen I was testing out the YouTube or the Google Plus Live thing one night last week, the day after Christmas, the day of, I don't remember, it was one day last week. I have plans for that in the future. I'm still learning it, you know, I'm still trying to figure out some technical things on it, but yeah, I do have some plans for that in the future. And well, that's pretty much it, I think. You know, oh, as far as the format goes, the last one I did, the last one of the year, Flashpoint, I did just a basic run through, and that originally was the idea of the channel. Just run through it and then explain as I go along, because I tend to do that anyway. I thought about that for a while, and I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it with the components and all. I think that that will help people out a little bit more than just me running through it, you know. Because from the numbers I see, like, they'll watch the setup, you know, the component setup video, maybe a couple minutes the first video, and then they'll go to the latest video to watch either the end game or whatever, but it tapers off. So yeah, I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to continue to do, you know, components breakdown and the board setup, and then another video, it'll be the gameplay and all that. I'm probably still going to tack on the, my final thoughts on the end of the second or the last video, whatever the number that may be. Just cause it's easier for me. And originally I did it in a separate video, so if you didn't want to watch it, you didn't have to, but it's just a little easier for me. I thought about that. I thought about dropping that completely. I was never comfortable in giving my opinion. I just want to show the game and let you decide whether it's a game you're interested in or not. But like I said, the first one I did, Mr. Jack, it just stopped, and Jen was like, you got to do something else there. So that's how that came along. And the more I thought about it, this is how I'm getting better at expressing how, you know, what I think about these games. So maybe this will help people out a little more. Yeah. There's a game out there for everybody. It's just, you got to find it. You know, there's only two that I play that I absolutely hate. You know, and you know, weird enough, I still own both of them. But so yeah, that's it. K2 will be up next week. I'd like to thank my Secret Santa on Board Game Geek for that. So yeah, that'll be up next week. You have any comments, feedback, you know, post them down there somewhere. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.